Hi everyone, we are on Saturday the 5th, and this is the day 3 of my NaPodPoMo, like National Podcast Post Month Challenge. Normally on April, like 30 days, yet I am continuing until my 49th birthday on the 21st of June. And if you hear some noise, some dog barking, some ducks ducking, quack, 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 it's because I'm in the nature and I enjoy the sun. Lots of sun out there. So if you don't have any sun, I send you that from the bottom of my heart. And so this podcast is the episode 3, the third day. So I am chocolate and it's okay. I have still the episode 4 and episode 5 so that I can wrap up today and complete this amazing day. First, how are you feeling today? So 15-25 minute maximum. And at some point, feel free also to contact me. I'm really blessed to amplify your voice as a guest, talking about languages and cultures. And because I can do it alone, of course, but it's even better when we are together. And I love to rhyme because I am a poet. And there is poetry in nature, not TRY, but TREE. So each day dropping some gems about French. Today I focus about the planets. And I could also extend that about the continents and some countries in French. I'm not going to quote the 200 plus countries, but the main one, of course. And this will be audio because it's podcast. Yet feel free to discover, and at some point I will drop some resources so that you can see written aside the pronunciation. Because I know that in French it's not easy when we are hearing things, all the letters are not pronounced. So, beginning with the solar system, what was my deception probably 20, 25, 30 years ago when I realized that Pluto was not anymore the ninth planet. So I don't know about the constellation about our solar system right now. I'm not updated. So there are two things that shocked me like 25, 30 years ago. First thing was when they decided that Pluto was not anymore the ninth planet. And then to realize that there were episode episode 7, 8, 9 of Star Wars. Wouldn't even imagine anything more than 1, 2, 3 back in the 2000s. But it is what it is. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they are going to also do a 10th, 11th, 12th, who knows? Or 36 spin offs about Yoda, uh, about anything, in fact. You know, about the young Luke Skywalker, huh? The very young Luke. Who knows? But back to track. Now I'm going to talk few minutes about the planets in French. Obviously, you know the names in English. I don't know the names in Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, but I know the names in English, of course. The sun first, which is the main source of our energy and with which our life is maintained. Because without the sun, we won't be there present speaking to each other in 2025. Just saying. Because despite our invention, our control of nature, there is something that we can control. It's the sun. And so I wonder because my tablet. Okay, I am still on track. So the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and then Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Like I was learning back in the days 40 years ago the exact position of the solar system, like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, in the order, and in French. So the first is Soleil, which is not referring to the aster, uh, the sun, but also about the weather or about someone who is impacting your life. Tu es mon soleil, my love, my sunshine, So soleil, Soleil, soleil. And then there are the eight planets. The eight other planets, and I'm going to quote Pluto anyway, no matter what. So it's easy like that. By instance, Pluto, which is not the dog of Disney, by the way, but also the planet, because in French it's Pluto, but in French, the planet is Pluton. Pluton. So you add an N at the end. Pluton. And then first planet, Mercury. Mercure. So it's like Mercury, but with an E at the end. Mercure. And Mercury is also related to the weather and especially for the temperature. Like because we use also the chemical elements mercury, which was used. No, it's really toxic, so we don't use anymore that. But back in the days, like decades ago, we used that to measure temperature in Celsius, of course, or in Fahrenheit. Mercury, that's the planet, the first one. Then Venus. So you can write it without the accent, but I would advise to add the accent. Venus, accent aigu. When you have the accent on top of the E, which is beginning at the top and ending at the left. Because when you begin at the top and you end at the right, it's accent grave. Eh. Here it's Venus. And the way that I really advise you to put the accent is that there is also the word venu, Venus, which is the past participle of the verb to come, venir. So venu, Venus. And you pronounce in that case the S, Venus. That's one of the rare cases. Then, after Mercury and Venus, you have the Earth, our planet, full of 8.2 billion inhabitants, 8,2 milliards d'habitants. La Terre. And when you talk about the planet itself, it's a big T, capitalized T. Because if you are just using T as small caps, small letter, it's more about the ingredient, like the material, especially in agriculture. And if you add the caps, it's about the planet, la Terre. And so, strangely enough, maybe there are for other planets, but normally they don't have any article. And I don't know if they are feminine, masculine, or invariable. But for Earth, the Earth, la Terre, it's feminine. Then Mars, Mars, which is a planet. And in front is also the month, the third month, which was few days ago, le mois de mars. But allons sur Mars. That's for the planet. Mercure, Venus, Terre, Mars, and then Jupiter, Jupiter, which is not only the planet but also the god. Zeus, Jupiter, and it's the planet also, containing many satellites like Io, Europe, and Mars contains Phobos and Deimos. So Jupiter, and then Saturn with the rings, les anneaux de Saturne, and then Uranus, and then Neptune, which is also the god of the water, by the way, Neptune, and then Pluton. So, what are your thoughts? Feel free to comment anytime. I'm going right now because I was late making a live, and I'm really blessed to have some live audience. Welcome, Margaret. Good morning, brother. Thank you so much for being there. It's early morning your time, no? If it's 6 hours, it means that it's 5 a.m. If it's 7 hours, 4 a.m. Amazing. Welcome also Edwin. Hakuna Matata. C'est une phrase magnifique. C'est une phrase fantastique. That's the French version in Le Royaume, the Lion King. You are from the Netherlands. So I'm going through the countries right now for the second part. And yes, the sun remembers the planets too. The sun, it is communicating with us. Yeah, very interesting. Let us know how the sun is communicating with the planet. And here I am disputing that orbital trajectories are fluctuating. It's marginal, but all add up. Mercury is indeed a strange phenomenon, indeed. And then I don't know what does it mean that. But thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Margaret. By the way, you will earn extra points by commenting, by sharing, and by playing my game. I have also a game early in my thread. I will update it with new words. Like if you find a word, you will earn some points. So feel free to engage. By the way, and for the fourth episode, in few hours, I will extraordinarily also broadcast a bit of last day Friday from Brendan Bouchard. I was quite amazed, and it was about doing our thing no matter what, and not for the sake of recognition, but for the genuine intention to elevate humanity no matter what. Because even if you are thinking that you are alone doing this, you are not alone. There are people that follows you, and if even people doesn't follow you or like you or comment or give you feedback, there is someone out there that is barking. No, that's the my best follower is barking. By the way, he is enthusiast. He is Pawsome, Paw, awesome. But there is someone out there that I'm going to connect to more and more. God, that is liking when we are doing things to elevate humanity. So that's it. I love nature, by the way. So let me have a pause and sip. I need to drink something. I'm talking too much, by the way, or not. Hmm. Ah, As I would say in French, j'ai un chat dans la gorge. In English, it's not a cat, it's a frog. But in French, it's a cat. Probably more voluminous than a frog, by the way. So now, my friends, I'm going to talk about the continents and the countries. And as I told before, I'm not going to pass on the 200 plus countries on the world. But I'm going to first talk about my own continent, Europe. Europe, Europe, which is also the planet of Jupiter, by the way, the satellite of Jupiter, Europe. Then there is Afrique, Afrique, Africa, Afrique. And then Asie, ASIE, Asia, Asie. And then, of course, the Americas, les Amériques, to talk about the world continent, the world two parts. And then there is Amérique du Nord and Amérique du Sud. And maybe also Amérique centrale. To talk about Mexico, Panama, and all the countries between North and South America. And of course, in Amérique du Nord, there is USA and Canada. USA, yes, we can use this acronym in French, USA, or États-Unis. USA, US, États-Unis, or États-Unis d'Amérique, but États-Unis, yes. And then Canada, of course. Then there are Mexico. And I'm going to quote probably not all the countries, so I apologize if I don't quote the countries. But Mexico, Mexique, Mexique, like Amérique, Afrique. Then there is Guatemala, Panama, Brazil, Colombie, Peru, Chile, and probably I missed some, but it's okay. And Argentine, of course, the best, one of the best countries in football, of course. And Brazil for Carnaval. Ooh, Monsieur le Soleil. What is it about that, Monsieur le Soleil? Is it a song? Or is it something? Let me know. Hakuna Matata. Sans souci, philosophie, Hakuna Matata. I think I'm going to, at some point, also share Le Roi Lion with Timon et Pumbaa. Pumbaa, the one that is smelling so much, and are speaking like that all the time, I don't want to be the actor saying that role for hours and hours. It will be really difficult voice to talk about. Netherlands, yeah, when loose is indeed. Aangenaam, dank u wel. So, by the way, Netherlands could be both. Could be Hollande, Holland. Like, curiously, the name of one of the old French president, François Hollande. And so the H is not pronouncing, by the way. You say Holland, but in French you say Hollande. And of course, the Netherlands is also les Pays-Bas. Probably because they are really low in the ocean. So, in the ocean level. Pays-Bas. So, pays is a country. Pays. Then the dash. Then BAS. Pays-Bas, which is low country. So, that you know. And so I was quoting all the continents. I forgot Oceania and Australia, which is Oceania and Australia. I forgot also the Greenland, which is Greenland in French, Greenland, Greenland, and then of course Asie, Afrique, Oceania, Australie, and then there is also um, Antarctic and Arctic, Antarctica, Arctica, I think. And hi, Margaret, amazing to see you also, Luz. Thank you. Happy Saturday for the Netherlands and Anjum Banerjee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are already on the 20 minutes, and I still have 5 minutes to tell you about the countries. And I'm not going to quote you all the countries. Feel free also to check the replay if you want. I was talking about the planets, about the continents, and now I'm going to talk about the countries. So I was talking about Canada, États-Unis. Now I'm going to talk about the countries in Europe. So there is UK, which is United Kingdom, Royaume-Uni. Royaume is a kingdom in French, and Uni is united. Although with what happens with the Brexit, I don't know if they are any still united, because there is also Ecosse, Scotland, Ireland, Ireland, Irlande du Sud, Irlande du Nord. That was also about the partition, sadly, with the Bloody Sunday. And then Angleterre, which is Inglaterra in Italian. Angleterre, Royaume-Uni, Écosse, Irlande, Pays de Galles. That's also interesting. I don't think there are other parts. So Luz and then Dr. Anjon, thank you, Margaret, also. And so about Europe, there is also France, which is France, and then Belgique, Belgium, Luxembourg, Bourg, which is Luxembourg. Then the Netherlands, Pays-Bas, which is Holland. And then Allemagne, which is Germany. Allemagne, Allemegne. And Allemagne, I think it's related to the Latin, which means all, and master, I think. I'm not sure, but Magnus, magnificent, this kind of thing. Allemagne. And then there is Espagne and Portugal. So Spain and Portugal. And then there is also Switzerland, Swiss, Suisse. And there are other countries that I can quote in Europe, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to quote them. Alors, imagine if I'm doing this for Asia, Africa, uh, I'm going to have more than an hour just talking about that. But I'm going to finish the last 2 or 3 minutes with some other countries. Like there is also Italy, which is Italy, Italie, Italy. Then there is also Greece, which is Grace. So Greece, the E accent. Else it would be Gross, but it's Greece, which is Greece. And then, of course, there are the countries of ex-Yugoslavia, which are Croatia, Slovenia. No, not Slovenia. Croatia. I don't know. Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina. Yes, Slovenia also. I think. I'm not sure if they are part of ex-Yugoslavia or more in the north. No, I was confunding with Serbia. My geography and my math is really, and then also Kosovo and Macedon. Then, of course, there is Hungary, Lithuania, Lettonia, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Norvège, Russie, Roumanie, Géorgie, Kazakhstan, many other other stuff, by the way. So we are arriving at the 25 minutes, and of course I can give you bonus, but the bonus is you, by the way. So you will have points, dear Margaret, dear Luz, dear Edwin, dear dear Anjan Banerjee. You will have points, and also the replay team. Feel free to comment on LinkedIn or on YouTube to add extra points. And this was the third episode. So I have still two episodes to produce today. I am chocolate, but all is fine. And I'm blessed. I am blessed. It's sunny, it's hot, like 17 to 23 degrees today, I think, or more, with the sun that is shining, could be more. I don't do the math in Fahrenheit, but I think it's up to 73 Fahrenheit. So see you very soon for the fourth and fifth episode. And also, if you have an idea, feel free to comment about the theme, the topic, the value that you would like to me to share to you, and not sadly, happily. Also, feel free to look at the right side of um, of the stream to buy me a coffee because I give you value. So feel free to scan the QR code or to go to the link coffee/Poly Lyrics so that you can buy me a coffee and continue. And also, Luz, Margaret, Edwin, Anjan Banerjee, and everyone that is listening, feel free also to DM me so that you can be part of the adventure and be a guest with my show because it's even better when we are together. And last but not least, for the last 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going also to share to you the amazingness about the nature I'm in. Look at that, my friends. I'm in the park right now and I'm enjoying great nature out there in the park. So that's my share. Wish you are fine and see you today for the two other episodes. Let me know in the comments what is the topic that you would like me to cover because it's about helping you. And my aim is language coaching. I am forming 2 to 3 other groups in the next days and weeks. There is a FIJ group each Monday that you can still register for discounted price. And there are 3 other groups that I will continue to do because I want to serve more people. And I'm going to talk to more about that in the next events. So the link in the comments about the pay me a coffee. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And you can also have this on the right side. You know, see at the right side. But I'm going to post the link also. So today in also in 2 to 3 hours, I have my Expo Jama party. I will not be in pajama, by the way, because it's already it will be 1 p.m. my time, but it will be 8 a.m. EST. No, it will be at 2 p.m. my time, by the way. So in fact, in a bit more than 2 hours. I'm still a bit like with the daily saving time dance, you know. So it will be in a bit more than 2 hours, like 2 hours and 30 minutes, the Expo Jama party, where I will do that in the Happy Biscuit room in Go Brunch, welcoming all the Go Brunchers for maintaining the fire of the World Building Expo. Thank you, Peggy, by the way, and thank you, Richard, and thank you, Margaret. I will always be grateful to Margaret because she was telling me about Go Brunch. What a blessing! What a blessing! So supporting also Luz with a piece of chocolate. Um, so that's it. Expo Jama Party in 2 hours and 30 minutes in Go Brunch, and tomorrow, Sunday, at 1 p.m. CST, which is I think 2 p.m. EST. I will stream in my cafe room the movie Soul, Soul, from Pixar. I love so much this movie. It was 4, 5 years ago, and I love so much this movie. So, and John, ooh, ah, pleasantries. Maybe. What kind of pleasantries do you want me to express? Pleasantries in Spanish in Netherlands, and then was it and John? I don't see. And yeah, and John. Matt and I discussed Matt Allen, the kudos guy. He's amazing, by the way. Matt and I discussed you today. Wow, something exciting ventures in the offing with Mag and Luz and Gregory. Oh, I wanna know, my friends. I wanna know. I wanna know. And I appreciate you also, Mag. That you are such an amazing angel friend. So grateful for Go Brunch too. So muchas gracias. Yesterday was incredible. I was like 2 a.m. my time, ending at 3 a.m. I was not so much sleeping, but here I am. I'm fresh, and it was amazing about artists. And with that, oh, we are already on 31 minutes. I'm over delivering. So merci, à la prochaine, and see you very soon for the fourth and the fifth episode today of the NaPodPoMo podcast. Thanks, Jennifer Navarrete, for doing that. Ending the stream. Keep shining.